Think back to your school years. What did your so-named education focus upon? Memory, was it not? Memorize this, memorize that, memorize the next thing. Ever wonder why you had to remember so much? Why do our societies place such importance upon remembering arbitrary information? Of course, the arbitrary information remembered is not the true intention of our education years. How could it be? Most of this is absolutely useless to life. Mere information of irrelevant events and statistics, names and places. The purpose of the many years of the classroom prison cell is to train the mind of every child to live within conceptual memory. Behavioural scientists tell us this day to bring automatic process to the brain of a human being in habitual movement requires repetitive activity for between roughly 20 and 200 days. Meaning, what you repeat over and over again becomes automatic to your life approach. Repetition ingrains habitual action into the brain cells of mankind. This is why presumably you think today, morning to night, and all day. Thinking is movement within the memory cells of the brain, and this habitual process of meeting life forever with inner accompanying movements of memory is an educated habitual activity of a now programmed human brain, programmed to meeting life with an inner flow of words and images, programmed to meeting life in conceptual memory. As well as the mountainous quantities of useless information we are expected to memorize, is neatly slotted into place elements of social categorization and compartmentalization. School divides us as people. School divides humanity. A divided population is easier to control by long-standing, ruling tyrannical masters. As each of us now approaches life through our memories of our past experiences and education, we naturally now divide in life, for none of us have the same past experiences, nor the same previous education. And so this approach to life of ever living in memory, scholastically integrated into the mind of every young unexpecting child, divides humanity, leads us to conflict, and ultimately to war. Memory is a limitation to life. Past experiences which formulate my thinking mind are limited in nature and divisive between each one of us. What this all ultimately means is that the present day crisis in our world has less to do with the outer manifestations of our society than with the inner thinking nature of our now scholastically programmed and deeply limited human consciousness. The crisis in our world begins with what we are, with how we have been trained to meet life dividedly. If none of us placed value on what we thought to guide our direction in life, we would each meet the same world. If none of us projected accepted, educated ideologies of nationalism, religious identification, politics, wealth, class status, all educated into us dividedly as children, we would all meet the very same world. We have broken our life existence because we meet life not as it is, but as we think about it. As it is, the world presents as the same for each of us. As we think about it, this world is fragmented into billions of pieces. This is how we have been educated to live. This is how we have been educated to think. And we have been educated divisively. This is the inner corruption of our psychological lives, rooted in what passed as an education. Can this corruption be brought to an end? Can you cease to be that which you have been educated to think yourself as, and so come into the true light of what you have always been, what you were before you were so educated, a human being, the very same as every other?